So that right there, that was Lily, the deer tracking Labrador Retriever right there. Well, I'm flying right here. That's regular speed on a drone. It's not speeded up or anything. That thing will run about 33 miles an hour. I wasn't running, but in the upper 20s right here. I didn't have it quite wide open yet, but so we're gonna pick some cotton today. We're gonna pick some cotton. Y'all hang tight. Y'all gonna get to hear a really cool interview with me and Mr. Donny that's actually running the picker here. And some of y'all probably know exactly where this is when you kind of see it and you kind of see who's involved in it and everything like that. But what I do is I drive down the road and I see something that I think's interesting. I jump out and pull my camera out, and I'll ask whoever's there if I can film or tell them what I'm doing or who I am, and all that stuff like that. And most of the time people are very open to it and allow me to film. I have happened to film right here before and know these guys here, and I'll get into that a little bit more after a while. But there's later on, I think it's 11-minute mark or something like that if you want to fast forward to that. I'm in the picker and talking to Mr. Donny and we're communicating back and forth. I turn the camera around there eventually and film, but just a super group of guys, just out there working hard trying to make a living. Farming's not a lot different than logging. The stuff costs a tremendous amount of money, the equipment and things like that. And then you're dependent on the weather. You know what the weather does, whether you get rain or you don't get any rain. And then you're at the mercy of breakdowns. And then ultimately, the profit margins are not very big on either one of them. So they're very, very similar. It's just when in a farm situation, you're working in an open field. Logging situation, you're working in the woods. So anyhow, this happens to be the Jarretts, Jay Jarrett and Donny Wakefield right here that farm this together. Jay Jarrett, it happens to be Jarrett Rifles. Those of y'all who have been around for a while, y'all look back to the summer of 2018 and you remember the video. It should have been about June of 2018, I believe. The video I did at Jarrett Rifles with Jay giving me a tour, and then I actually did a video with Jay's dad, Mr. Kenny Jarrett, at the Jarrett Museum there on the property. Two very, very good videos. The Jarrett Rifles have been building custom-built rifles long time. They were actually the original custom rifle builders before anybody else ever came along, before the long-range shooting craze and all that stuff like that right there come along. But anyhow, the Jarretts built rifles for Dale Earnhardt, Neil Bonnet, Norman Schwarzkopf, all those guys like that, man. If you're a NASCAR fan, all those names ring a bell to you. And just a very cool deal to walk through their place and stuff like that. And here's a little twist too. Those of y'all who followed me for a while also know that I like to hunt. And I have a special rifle that I had. It started out as a Remington 700 I bought brand new. It was a 25-06 caliber. And I took that thing and had it tore all apart. The varnish taken off the stock, had an oil finish put on it, had the butt cut off of it, had to pack my recoil pad, and had it cut to fit me. Had the barrel floated, and the action glass bedded, put a different trigger in it. Then I had the gun bead blasted and had it re-blued to where it turned it into like a matte type finish. And then I worked some loads up for it, and that's what I had that gun done in 1998. Well, it was time to get some things done to it. I was having a little trouble with the bolt in it, with the firing pin and everything. So Jay and them have that gun right now, and we're going to take that gun and we're going to turn it into, we're going to rebarrel it, and we're going to turn it from a 25-06 into a 257 Weatherby Magnum. They sent my bolt off. My bolt is going to be fluted, and then the bolt handle is going to be skeletonized. And then the barrel is going to be threaded. It'll have a brake on it, and it'll also be where it threads to fit one of my suppressors. So to get back on this right here, so that's going to be a cool video. That's kind of in the making right now. But you see the picker picks the cotton. The basket on the picker is full, and he's offloading it into the, I guess you would call this a basket here behind the tractor. And you watch it, see this baffle in the center of the basket right there, folding over to where he can get more cotton into the basket right there, and it holds it over. So he offloads into it, and as soon as he gets done offloading here in just a second, he'll close that, the picker will close his basket back up, and he'll spin around and go right back to hitting rows and picking cotton again there. And then they'll take the transport basket right here and come bring it around to the module builder and dump it in it, and he'll start building a module. Now, current day stuff, and you'll hear this in the video before a lot of y'all start dogging them out and all this stuff like this right here. You just have to listen to kind of what's going on. The current day stuff, the pickers are cost roughly $700,000, and they actually roll the cotton in a roll and put a plastic wrap on it after it's rolled up, so you don't build modules anymore or anything like that. And I actually filmed a video like that last year in a roller picker, John Deere, here locally. And so you can see him dumping the cotton into the module builder. And then there's a guy on the front of this module builder right here. You see him, he starts operating this thing and running it, packing the cotton down. Now, some of the module builders are actually automatic. They set it, and then it moves and packs, moves and packs, moves and packs. It's got a hydraulic ram that pushes down on the cotton. And then stay toward the end of the video, you're going to actually see that, because I get up on the module builder with that guy right now. What he's doing now, he's just kind of leveling the cotton out to where he can finish dumping the rest of the cotton into the module builder right there. So see, he's starting to push it down. Packs that cotton. He's got to go all the way down at packing that cotton. But like I was saying a while ago, they have automatic builders that you just set it and it'll go. And I asked Jay, I said, y'all not have an automatic one? He said, well, yeah, we did have one. But they caught a power line up the road and tore the mast up on it right there where the cylinders are. So that thing, before you go down the road with it, that thing folds down so that you can go down the road, because those wheels right there on hydraulic cylinders, and when you go to move it, they let down and it picks that module builder up. So it's pushing that cotton down and it's packing it right on the ground right there. So once they get it all packed and get it into a cube type form like a brick, then they open the back of that module builder. It has a big door on the back. You open it, and then you just pull straight forward, and it leaves this perfect brick sitting there on the ground of cotton. Then they take a tarp and they put it over the top of it and pull it over the sides a little bit. And then you'll see it in a minute. I'll walk by it there, and it's ready for the module truck to come pick up. And they pick that thing up. And actually, it's got these tracks on the back of the module truck, and it lifts up kind of like a dump truck. And he backs up to it, and these tracks on the back of it kind of walk their way up under that module, and then he backs that truck up, and that module goes right up inside of that truck to get ready to go to the gin. But it's a cool process. If you're ever out and about somewhere and you see this old guy pull over on the side of the road, you're doing something out in the field or something, and somebody pulls over on the side of the road and jumps out and got a camera, it's probably going to be me. And I enjoy filming. I enjoy mixing and mingling with different people and meeting people and bringing them to y'all to where y'all can see them and all that. So the drone. I did a good bit of this in the drone. This drone footage is almost over with now, and then you're going to really get into some really good stuff from inside the picker in there, and you'll get to see Lily some more. Lily, by the way, a little tidbit about her: she's deaf. She can't hear no more or anything like that, but she'll find a deer in a heartbeat, man. She'll find a deer, and she'll also bring deer sheds out up to the barn up there, and then you run over them in your pickup truck or a tractor or something. You'll usually ruin a tire, but you can see just dumped as much as he could stand to go in there, and he's going to level it out and pack it down, and he'll put some more in there. So that's how it works right there. Just pretty simple, and that's what our clothes are made from, you know. There in a minute, this guy here sees the drone. He points at it there, and so that's pretty good. And Lily actually spots the drone when I'm in front of the scene, pointing at it. When I'm in front of the picker there, and she goes nuts barking at it there, and you kind of hear the story to that with Mr. Donny when I'm inside the picker with him. But hope y'all enjoyed this. We'll catch y'all later. Yeah, you can tell it ain't really.
It was cold a while ago.
Was it? Might done stopped up. Ain't no telling. How many acres of cotton y'all have planted this year?
1,500.
1,500. Y'all still ain't quite got enough to be running one of those roller pickers yet.
I know people that's got less than that. I know people that's got less than 1,000 acres.
And they're running one of them things.
I don't see how they do it now to 60-cent cotton.
Man, there's a bunch of them running around the house over there now. There's one guy over there that's got 3 running. He got us all the irrigated stuff, you know, like y'all do over here. And
everybody I see this guy, I swear by him, but I just can't make the paperwork.
That's a lot of overhead and money, ain't it?
And then you sit there, and at the end of the year, you got to go pay for all that plastic that you wrapped it up with.
Yeah.
And the guys that farm, about as much as I do, they turn out about like I do. They say that bill's $50,000 to $60,000 for the plastic.
Yeah. Ain't cheap.
No.
Did this just get wet over here, or did the deer end up getting that, or what happened?
Just right through here,
Wet, yeah. It kind of looks like you can kind of tell. Looks like you got wet over there.
You got a lot of wet spots.
Yeah.
That's wet right there.
Is this old dirt here? This is like gumbo right here almost, isn't it? It stick to you when you try to walk across it when it's wet.
Yep.
Yeah. Old stuff's bad, but we got a bunch of that around our rivers over there.
You can stand right out there and take any type of tractor and just drive past. You don't move, you can feel the water up underneath you.
Uh-huh. When I was flying that drone earlier, it's like 3,200 feet from back there to the end of this field down there. It don't look like it's that far when you're standing back there looking, but because it'll tell you how far it is away from it, and I was like, dang, go.
Yeah, back when we used to farm where we let it grow up right there.
Yeah.
This field was over a mile.
Yeah, that's what Jay was saying over here, that all the way across was a mile across there. Is everything running pretty good this year, or y'all had a good bit of breakdown?
Had this thing caught on fire day one.
Day one.
Day one, I was down for 7-8 days.
Dang. What about the corn?
Daggum O-ring.
O-ring. On the hydraulic hose?
Hydraulic hose and mesquite oil right there on one of the belts.
Yeah.
And had a little cotton lint built up there.
That started it.
And it started smoldering. We smelt it, shut everything down, had a bit of fire. I mean, we left the thing running for over an hour, never could find it. And I jumped back on it, and Larry's watching me. I had 8 rows left in the field there by Jay's house. And I turned around, and he said the whole back end was on fire.
Y'all got it put out?
I put it out, but it burned up a whole bunch of electrical wires, and we ended up having to replace all the hydraulic hoses,
Hey.
all the sensors and solenoids.
What about y'all's corn this year? How'd it do?
Some of them were real good. That Gum Swamp was real good until the dirt hogs got in it.
Y'all farm that way up there on Gum Swamp Road, then down there in that where you go back in there on the paved road and makes a left, and that comes up on them fields. That's y'all's right there. Okay.
You get back down in there.
Yeah, I've been over there a few times. There ain't many places over here I hadn't been. Let y'all see who I'm riding with here. There's quite a few people over here in this area that watch my videos, Mr. Donny.
Yeah.
And they go, and so they go see, and you'll be walking around somewhere at Walmart, and they gonna say, "Hey, I saw you on YouTube, man."
Yeah, picking some of the sorriest cotton we ever grew in our life.
It could be worse though. You always gotta look at the positive side of it.
That's right. It's a lot funner when you're picking a good crop versus a bad crop.
So this is Mr. Donny Wakefield right here. We're on Cowden Plantation is where we're at right now. And but you've been farming for probably about 80 years or so now.
I feel like 100 today, but yeah, I farmed my whole life, but it's getting harder and harder to scratch out with it.
I know, especially when you're dealing with stuff like this right here. I mean, they spots that ain't no cotton, and then they spots that it's just 1 or 2 stalks every now and then, you know.
And I just left the field and picked. I mean, you could hardly go from one end to the other without having to stop and talk. Planted all within 2 days of one another.
That's right. This is old, kind of. I wouldn't say it's old school farming, you know, whatever. But it is what it is, ain't it?
That's right. We basket too. We don't have one defensive.
That's right. That's right. I have to talk to Jay about that. When I get up there to track with him, I tell him he's gonna have to tighten up, do a little bit better.
Nah, he needs to do. The only way for us to get a roller picker is to sell that sorry dog down there at your feet.
He's talking about Lily down there. That's a deer tracking dog right there.
No, but wherever I go, you can't get away from it.
Well, a while ago, I was flying the drone in front of the picker here, and the dog seen the drone before he did. Went to barking at it and stuff. So
I heard a growl. I figured she saw a pig or a deer or something out there. She going to see them go out.
yeah.
I mean, I just kept looking there when I said. I picked my hand up, looked right there in front of me. I thought we were about to have what is it, Area 51. I thought we had the next Area 51. Need to warn somebody.
So how old are you, Mr. Donny?
53.
Man, you are young, man.
Yeah,
You're young. I'm 47. You ain't that much older than I am.
I'm 53 years old.
Oh man. Goodness gracious. Well, I appreciate you letting me ride with you, and my followers so appreciate it too, because they love stuff like this right here.
I'm glad.
Oh yeah. It's kind of.
Maybe before you leave on me, it's a good cotton.
Yeah.
I don't know how long you will be. We got what is it, a hurricane, a tropical depression,
Yeah.
or whatever it is, coming
Yeah.
in tonight.
This is kind of the opposite. He said he watches Millennial Farmer. This is kind of the opposite of Millennial Farmer.
Yeah.
A little bit. I think he does a lot of editing on this stuff to make everything just look really, really good all the time. You know what it is?
Yeah.
Because you can chop, cut stuff out, and you can take all the bad out, and you make it look as good as you want it to be. Because you and I both know that it don't work like that all the
Not
time.
in the real world.
No, sir. It sure don't. Man. That's what he was saying, man. There's a lot of spotty places back out there yonder on that, going in the roads, man.
Well, we watered the crap out of this, man. I mean, we poured it to it.
And it still didn't do good.
That up there at the top that don't get water is just as good as this in spots. That's
Right.
as good as what got water.
Messing you up.
No, you're fine. They should have put these damn doors in.
See the air coming out from underneath the bottom of it there. It's just sinking down in there.
See what?
Yeah, I said you can see the air pushing out from underneath the bottom of it there.
Yeah.
He played on the phone in there. Now I got it. So then a module truck will come in here. It's got some chains and stuff on it, and it'll back up and it'll pull that. It'll back right up under that module and put it right in the truck. Take it to the gym.